Hey everybody, I hope you're all enjoying the new year. And because it's a new year, it's time for me to go over my vision board from last year and how I ended up doing compared to that, and my new vision board for 2004. So stay tuned. If you don't know what a vision board is, it is a graphical depiction of what your goals are, and you put them on this piece of paper, and what happens is you will look at this all through the year and it will remind you of what your goals are. And a lot of people do this for different reasons. Some people do it because they feel that you manifest it and it's going to happen. Some of that might be true, but also I think what it does is it keeps you really focused on what you need to do in order to get here. So that way there's a lot of things that are going to be thrown at you in the year, and you can filter out those things that are going to help you get here and those things that aren't going to help you get there. So that's what you want to do, and that's why we put these things together, at least that's why I do it. Now, if you don't know what a vision board is, let me just explain a little bit about that. So a vision board, again, it is a depiction of all your goals, but in graphical form. And what you want to do is you can do this two different ways. You can actually get a big poster board, and you can either print out stuff from the internet or magazines or books or whatever, and you can cut them out and glue them on here, or you can do it like I do. I do it in PowerPoint, but there's Canva. There's a bunch of other software products. I think you could even do it just in Microsoft Word. There's a lot of different programs that you could just pop stuff up. And what I do is I go into the internet and I look for graphics that are going to represent my goals, so I know what they are. And what I do is I do break them down between my YouTube channel, because that's very big for me, Health Coach, which is my wife's, and I help her out a little bit there. We travel a lot, so what we're gonna do there, and I'll explain that in a minute, and just personal other stuff that's important to us that we want to reach. So the first thing I'm gonna do is talk about each block. I'm gonna go over what my vision was for 2023, and then I'm gonna talk about what my vision will be in 2024. But when I hit the 23, I'm also gonna talk about what the vision was and where we ended up. In some cases, we didn't end up as good as we wanted, but that's okay. So on YouTube, so this is 223s, this is YouTube, and these graphics, so I have 10,000 subscribers here. I unfortunately missed that mark, and I'm a little bit less than 6,000 subscribers, so I have a little bit of work there. I also want to be at 1 million views, and I'm about 600,000, so I'm a little bit low on that too. So I have a lot of work to do for next year. And then when it comes to actually what I have control over, because I don't really have a lot of control over how many views and how many subscribers. I have some control because if I make better videos, more people are going to watch them, more people can subscribe. So I do have control over it, but not as much as I do as to how many videos I actually publish. So I went into the year looking that I was going to do one standard long form video and one short form video in the year of 2023, and that way that would be 52 long form videos and 52 short form videos for the entire year. And what I did, which I think is kind of crazy, is I did have 56 long form videos, so I beat that goal and I feel good about that. But then when it comes to the shorts, I actually went overboard, I guess, because I actually did 197 shorts in 2023. So completely blew that goal. My new goal, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to keep up that pace, but my new goal for next year is to do one quality long form video, because that's about where I was in reality, and those do take a lot longer to put together, especially the vlogs, which can take weeks and weeks to do. And then I want to do 2 short forms a week, so that way I'm going to do 104 shorts hopefully in 2024 and 52 of the other ones, the long form ones, in 2024, and we'll see what happens. And if I beat the goals, that's great, but I don't want to not beat the goals. So I'm gonna do everything I can possible to make sure that I at least meet the goal. And I'm gonna keep the 10,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna keep the 1 million views, because this time, now that I'll be entering my 5th year in March, coming up in 2024 of this channel. So I'm hoping that that will help. Having that kind of experience in putting videos up is helping me do better videos, so I'm hoping that'll get me more views and more subscribers in 2024 than I have experienced in the last few years. We'll see what happens. The next one is health coach, and that's my wife's. And we had Global on here, and I'm telling you, that's a hard one to hit, and she didn't hit it. And we're gonna go back, drop down to trying to hit Fibic, and I hope she'll do that, and I think she will. She's actually took a lot of time off last year. There's a lot of things that we wanted to do before we moved to New York City, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So now that we're here established in New York City, she's working towards these goals now, and I can help her whenever I can, and hopefully she will get to that Fibic level. And I know that doesn't mean anything to you guys, but it does mean a lot to her when it comes to these labels. I mean, I know most people won't know what those things mean, but that's what she's going for in her health coach career, and I hope that she gets there. The next one is travel. Now, we really wanted to travel to Japan and Australia last year because we were on the West Coast, and it's easier to get there on the West Coast, and we are moving to the East Coast, and it's going to be harder. And because of all the trips to New York City to find a place to move here and everything else that was going on to close down what we were doing there versus being here, we actually didn't travel at all. And that's completely different than being, the year before we were gone for 4 months of the year, and we hit 20 different countries, and we are all over the place, and we just didn't do any of that last year because mainly we were focused on moving here. So we didn't have anything of that. And this year I have us, like, we don't know what we're gonna do because now we're in New York, we're established here, there's an awful lot to do here. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do, if we're gonna travel or not, but we do wanna do, if we can, just one short, warm weather trip. But we need to find someone to watch our dog. Everyone that we knew that would watch our dog is back in California, and we don't really have that established here yet. But we are working on that, so hopefully we get one warm trip during this winter time, and we'll see what happens. We're also going, I didn't put it on here, but we're also going to go to Salt Lake City and on a ski trip again to ski with our son, and so we will do that. Those are the two trips, but we don't really have anything really big this year. I think that next year will be a lot bigger, but now we're just really trying to establish ourselves here in New York City. The last one, and I had, like I said, I had these things broken up into 4 different things, is personal. Right now, what we are gonna do, what I have for personal last year is the move to New York City, and we actually did that, we accomplished that. And now I still have a picture of New York City on here for personal, because now that we moved here, and it's such a big city and there's so much going on all the time, that it's really to learn New York City is what I have as my goal for personal, is to really figure out really everything that's here and to see all the different boroughs and all that great stuff that's here. It's really a lot of fun, and all the little sections that they have here, because it's really a really cool place. We are in the Upper West Side, but there's so many little quadrants of New York City that it's gonna take us a while to really learn it all, and that's what I have there. And we're also vegan, and we're starting to look at all the vegan restaurants in New York City. There's an awful lot of awesome vegan restaurants here in New York City. There's also a lot of just awesome restaurants here. It's amazing how many Michelin star restaurants there are. So vegan or not vegan, there's a lot here for everybody. So anyway, that's what I have there. And those are my 4 things. I also always mix it up. I put a couple things in, just do it, you got this, just some nice things, positive mindset. So when I look at this every day, that reminds me, keep a positive mindset, be positive. I hope everybody else is doing the same thing. You're not gonna get anywhere if you have a negative mindset. If you come in to these things like, these things are out of reach and I'm never gonna hit them, then you're never gonna hit them. And so that's why I kept the 1 million views and the 10,000 subscribers, because I really believe I can hit them, and I'm keeping the positive mindset that I will. And I'm hoping that it happens, and I really do appreciate all the support of all the people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel and like the video and comment and do all that great stuff and share it. I really do thank you so much, because I really do appreciate it. And then the last thing I'm gonna say, as you can see, at one point I was pretty bald, and this whole channel kind of started off as a healthy living channel, but it kind of started off with me trying to grow my hair back. And I had no hair on the top of my head, and you can see there's hair there, but it's still kind of faint. So I had really good results 5 years ago, whatever it was, 4 years ago, and getting here, but then it slowed down a little bit. And now I'm trying different things. And I'm gonna go over, I am gonna have some new videos on what I'm doing now versus what I did in the past, and trying to get my hair back. But that's what the little smiley guy is with the hair. He's happy because he has his hair, and I'm hoping that that's gonna happen too. So that's one of the things I have on my vision board. I had there last year too. I think I did grow a little bit of hair last year, so, but it's just been really slow. But there is something there. And the good thing is it's not getting any worse. It's gotten better, and it's not going backwards. And that's a big thing, because a lot of people who are my age, I'm 62 years old. In April, I'm gonna be 63. It's really difficult to grow your hair when you're that age. So it's great that I actually do see some results. And I'll go over in a few videos next year, early next year, of what I am doing now to get that hair back. That's all I had for this video. Again, if you don't have a vision board, you should put one together. It's just your goals that you really want to accomplish. You pop them on here. You put this in a place that you are going to be able to look at every single day. And that way you keep your goals in the front of your mind every day. I keep it right here on my desk, and I also take a picture of this and I put it on my cell phone, and that way I can look at it on my cell phone anytime I want. And it's just a great way to keep focus on what you want to do. And if you believe in manifestation, which, you know, I'm not saying that that isn't something that happens. I think how manifestation for me works is that you keep these goals in mind, you keep thinking of them every day, and then it's going to help you work towards those goals, and that's how you're going to achieve them. But some people believe that if you're just if you throw it out in the universe and you keep thinking this, then the universe is going to provide these with you, and that might be true too. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm an expert in any of this. I don't think any of us are, but whatever it is that you want to accomplish, and whatever it is on how you believe you're gonna get there, I hope the best for you, and just keep it going. Do the vision board. I think you'll be happy, and I will see you all through 2024. And I hope the very best for all of you in 2024. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.